Okay, now we're live. Cool. Hey,
Okay.
Rakesh.
Hey, James.
How's your evening going over there?
It's going good. It's 10 p.m. here in Goa, India. So yeah,
In
done
Goa.
it
Wow,
today.
cool. I always
Yeah,
wanted to go there.
yeah, you should definitely visit. We have a
Uh,
cool place here. Yeah,
yeah, I've heard there's a lot of nice beaches.
yes, definitely. You should have it on your plan, and when you come here, do call me up.
Cool, yeah. Well, it's a rainy day over here in San Francisco, so
Okay.
got a little bit wet on my way here, but
Yeah,
ready to go. So, yeah, I really like the idea that we've been discussing.
yeah.
Can you just sort of go over like what's the idea that you wanna build?
All right. So like we have a lot of tools around, right? We have Google Passwords Manager and all those things already, right? Who keeps track of your passwords and can save passwords for various websites and things like that, right? But how so ever how often do you go to that tool and browse through those things, right? History and go and check where did I give my password, right? It doesn't happen, right? People don't do it easily. I don't do it. Even you or so many people don't
So,
do it
I mean,
easily.
when you're using Chrome, you mean they check for password leaks? Is that the thing that you're talking about?
No, they save your password, right? For
They
any
save your
platform that you
passwords.
try to log in. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So then you can go to their Google Save Passwords and you can see that whole like history, right? Wherein you see all the platforms that you have your passwords in, right?
Mhm.
For a
Yeah,
few platforms, like you might not have done it in that sense, right? So the
yeah,
whole plan was that I planned on creating something in that sense wherein you can click, basically you could put up your three basic details, your phone number, your full name, and your uh, email ID in that way, and then you get a like one page like report wherein you see all those platforms that you have put your personal details in, right? And then
yeah,
we can classify those platforms based on it's a public platform, social platform, jobs platform, how good or how bad that platform is, right? It goes like deep dive into it. We can go into those things as well, right? uh,
yeah,
because I see what happens is on a daily basis we get so many domains that comes to us, right, through various platforms on Slack, WhatsApp, on like Facebook, YouTube, everywhere,
mhm,
right? And you just click on it and people don't think before like typing in their personal data there, and then they just like forget about it, right? They might have put their like, for me, I might have put my detail in so many places, right? But I
yeah,
don't know, and now those
yeah,
keeps dumping on your
yeah. I love this
email and things like that. Yeah, all of those things. So the basic context is this. Yeah.
because how many times a day do you put your name or your email address into a website? So many.
Yeah, a
Right.
lot over these years.
Cool. And how did you get this idea? Do you have you said you have a bit of background in coding as well, a little bit?
Yeah, so I like run a startup in Goa called
Cool.
40 Creations. It's a growth strategy studio. So we work with a lot of startups wherein we help with their strategy and growth. We work
Cool.
as their fractional like CMOs basically. But coding is a background that I had in the past. Then I then like went to like more strategy part. So coding is something that I do on the side, just to keep building something that I want in that way. But it's not something that I do full time. Basically, I'm more on the
Okay.
like fractional CMO side.
And
Yeah,
what language do you normally code in?
Python is something that I have done.
Mhm.
Uh, work. I am currently working on uh, Next.js and few other things that are like new and hyped up in that way, right? So I'm thinking
Cool.
it's a great tool also to build like SaaS tools and all those things. So I'm trying to build something. I keep trying to build like here and there some small tool that I could, it just like feels good, to build something from
Yeah.
scratch and just kind of like a good project, hobby project that you can have.
Well, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I do a ton of hey AI stories. I do a ton of JavaScript myself, so that'll be fun if we can work together on something with. I do other languages as well, but um, I'd say 80% of my projects are in JavaScript these days. So yeah, that'll be fun. Um, I I have gotten. Oh, hey Kareem. Um, Good morning. So basically, what we're making is sort of like a browser plugin, which tells you which websites you've entered um, sensitive or personal information. So yeah, it is kind of a security app. It's more of a privacy app. Um, yeah. So did you check out Plasmo? What do you think about it, like from the website?
Uh, I did check it out. It's really cool in that way, with Plasmo getting all your things done, it just creates all those files that you need from the basics. So, you don't have to start from scratch basically,
Yeah.
creating all the like JSON files, creating all the files, then the Chrome directories, all of those things basically. That
Yeah.
gets sorted out for you. So you have some more time to then focus on few other more things. So that's why like I found it really great, but I think there's some problem with my system. I don't know what's the like issue. I did
Okay.
go over like various things. I guess like you could help me.
Are you
Yeah,
on are you on a Mac or PC?
Mac, yeah, Mac.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
yeah,
I saw you had the same problem with there was this other person,
yeah,
but
you
he
saw
had a
that
like
episode as well, the one where we
yeah,
were making, um,
yeah,
yeah, we were making a Chrome, the first time we tried making a Chrome extension with Plasma. Um,
yeah. So I thought
but
that can be a bummer. So I was like, yeah,
that's the thing with these frameworks, they help you a lot, but then you have to make sure you get them set up. Let's try it. Let's just have
yeah.
a look and see if we can debug it together.
Okay. Do you want me to share my screen?
Oh yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
Okay. It's a terminal view, right? Just give me a minute. I'll just close up. I have a lot of tabs open up. Yeah.
Yeah, so Plasmo has like a bunch of dependencies and stuff, so there could be all sorts of things going on with it.
Let me know when you can see my screen. I'm just
Not
sharing my
yet.
whole screen so that we don't miss out
Oh
anything.
yeah. Yeah, I can see. I can see. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yep, got it.
cool. So I had created this already called breadcrumbs.
Cool. Can you make the
You
text
know,
just a little bigger for me?
yeah. Does it
Uh,
work?
just no, just the text. So like you
Yeah.
can make the window the same size, it doesn't matter, but just like command plus a couple of times. Like command and then
Does
yeah.
it work? Does it
That's
work? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I just wanted to show you the breadcrumbs file first.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, let's just create from scratch, I guess, right?
Yeah, let's create a new Plasmo project and see if it runs.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's great.
npm create Plasmo, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I thought of two names. One was footprints and one was breadcrumbs. I don't know how you like it, but mostly to say that I don't
What
know
do
the
you
places that I have put my traces in.
what do you guys think in the comments? Should it be called footprints or breadcrumbs or something else? Anyways, for this one, just go with the default name, and then we'll come back to it.
Default name is remember rename matrix. Do we wanna put this up?
You can just use the defaults for this, since we're really just testing to see
Yeah.
if it builds properly. Cream likes breadcrumbs.
Yeah. A
It's a
friend
good.
of mine suggested saying that breadcrumbs is something that we can put up because when you have to go for tracking and things like that, right? When we're small kids, we used to do that so that we don't forget the route.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how we used to do it. So yeah, that's how whole thing also like goes up. So I was like, okay, that's a good name. So I had few problems with the zip file. I did install a fresh one, got that new version up as well. But I feel there's some files that have got corrupted, and that's why the whole problem. because I did install a few other things as well today, and those work perfectly fine.
What works
Yeah.
fine?
So I installed the Next.js today. I was
Okay,
working on a project, so that worked really smoothly in that way. I was able to get the like dev up for that. Uh, so yeah, but for this, it didn't work out. So I was just
okay.
thinking what went wrong. Yeah.
So did the blank project work?
What project was?
Did the new fresh Plasmo project work?
No, it didn't.
No, not at all. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we should.
If the basic could have worked, right? Dev could have worked, and we could have just got started from there. But the dev didn't go up, so yeah.
Okay, yeah, the npm run dev, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I haven't used Plasmo. Also, this takes forever. Yeah.
So like, are you currently building anything? Are you, doing something fun, interesting in that way?
Yeah, me.
Yeah,
Um,
in terms of product, in terms of anything like that. Yeah.
a lot of small projects. I'm building with some friends here at Build Space. Um,
Mm.
can't even remember. I mean, but right now, past few weeks, I think everything I've built is here on my channel. So
Oh.
just just putting everything there. But I mean, we have so many cool ideas just within here,
Yeah.
like the stuff that we want to build. Like one is like an app for. Oh, okay, cool. Let's try it.
Should I try npm run dev?
Yeah.
I think, or we'll
See,
just do cd and code it, or like go to the
yeah, that one
VS Code.
first.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Everything seems to be.
So we might need to install some extensions or something for the highlighting. But let's just try and run the program and see what happens.
npm run dev.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I had this the first time that I used Plasma too.
Okay.
That's something that we can definitely fix. So
Okay.
that's just um, let me make sure I get the exact command right for you. That's just going to be right now. I'm on the Plasmo um, website,
Okay.
and well, I hope this does it. Do you have two monitors, by the way, or just one?
Yep, I'm owning one right now.
This is the command, um, or rather, just npm. Just
So
to,
this one, right? The like global install.
yeah, npm I dash g Plasmo. So I had the same
Nice.
thing when I
Yeah.
installed. Um,
Yeah, I tried with this as well, like sudo as well, but yeah, this is what comes up.
I don't know.
A hell
Okay,
lot of errors, yeah.
this
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I was feeling really confident before.
Yeah.
Now is when I start to get nervous.
So
So,
I've done this as well, chip rebuild as well. I've done that, got a fresher like version of it as well. Uh, yeah, I tried a lot of things. I
uh,
tried with like sudo npm as well, so that it doesn't because of few permissions, right? So that problem
no,
also
you
happens
shouldn't need
sometimes.
to do sudo for npm.
Yeah,
That's not it. So, yeah, this looks really similar to the same problem um, that we had in the last
earlier, yeah,
episode where we were
yeah,
using Plasmo.
yeah.
And that's okay. Let's just spend maybe like 5 minutes, see if we can fix this.
Yeah.
And if not, then we'll just say goodbye to Plasmo for now. And
We'll
yeah.
take the slow route, traditional route, just building directly on VS Code.
Yeah, because it's all JavaScript or TypeScript, so we can go back to Plasmo, if we get it. I prefer to use it, and crazy that it works for me. Let's first see like what Python version let's see what Python version that you have installed at your. Not sure if this would make a difference. Can you just do Python and then yeah, and then I think it should be Python 3.
Yeah, Python 3.
And then a capital V.
This should also work, I guess.
Yeah, so we have I think we have the same version.
Yeah, this is the one that we have now, Python. I think so they have another stable version, right?
Same version of Python, so it's not that.
Yeah.
Can you go back up to the maybe the beginning of the error where it starts freaking out? Yeah, so right here, and it seems like what's failing is node jip rebuild. So I just took like a screenshot so I can just search that, but we didn't find a great solution last time. Okay, yeah, I found a couple of things that might be interesting.
Okay.
So here, there, what I'm looking at here, share screen. I didn't actually find this last time, so this could be interesting. So here, share. Okay. So this is the exact command that's failing. And here in the, I actually don't know what this package does. That might be a good place to start. It's an add-on build tool. Okay, so yeah, okay. So Plasmo is going to need to add an extension to Node.js to make this work. And that's what it's trying to, I think it's maybe trying to build that extension. So someone says to run this first.
Okay.
Any luck?
Elias?
Oh, it was this. I just put it in the chat. There you go.
Elias equal to Python 3. Okay. Should I try running Plasmo now? Yeah. Let's see if it works.
Interestingly, this problem is from 2022, so people have been having it for a while. And I don't think So it doesn't have to really do with Plasmo. It has to do with one of the dependencies of Plasmo.
Yeah.
If we could get this working, that would be amazing. Because a lot of people
Yeah, like I've been trying it for like 2, 3 hours. I
yeah.
tried during the day once. Uh, I tried all the things that I could, and then I finally gave up. I'm like,
Don't
okay, this is
worry.
not
Like,
happening.
honestly, if you're stuck on the same thing for more than an hour or two, we'll just
Yeah,
try to get through it together because there's just more. We can just think of more things.
yeah, something else that I couldn't think. And plus, the brain, your whole thinking process also gets stopped at some point, right? Because then you
Yeah,
don't think something else.
we will both
Like
think of
it should work.
you'll think of
Yeah,
stuff I didn't think of, and I'll think of stuff you didn't think of. AI
yeah.
Stories says, I have a feeling it will work. I hope this will work, but I don't. But the other day, actually, AI Stories had a suggestion,
Okay.
and we were like, we didn't think of doing this, but it actually worked. So we thought AI Stories told us to come to remove some line, and we were both like, yeah, we don't really think that, and then it just worked. So it just shows like the more people that are here, the more likely it is that we will fix this.
Yes, the whole brainstorming part I feel is more fun. Let's see. What's up? What's up?
I had
What's
a
up?
no, this one didn't work. So I think we should try one more thing, which
Okay.
is because here we got um, like all of these reactions. Um, so yeah, this is from a couple years back. So someone gave these instructions, and then all these different people said, at least 5 people were in support of this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is doing here is
They're changing the Python version or what?
they're changing the Python version to 2.7.18. Why?
Mm.
Do you want to try
I think
this?
this is not. I think this is not stable, maybe, or it has
Yeah,
few things that the like previous one had, so it
it's pretty
stopped working
it's
since
pretty
then.
sketchy solution. um, I think I have a thought though.
Not G version. Okay, I
Yeah.
don't have it here.
Yeah,
Let's
npm
get the
input.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10.5.
You got 10.5? Okay,
Mm. I
let
just
me check what let me check what I have. 10.1. Huh.
because I just got it today, right? So it's more like newer one.
Yeah, but if you
But that
yeah,
can be a problem also, right?
what?
Like here it says it's something to do with the version as well.
It just doesn't really seem helpful because yours is more up to date than mine is.
Yeah.
Um, this is saying so I think to me the most likely solution to this is going to be to somehow uninstall Python and reinstall it in some way. But that might not be something that we want to do today.
Yeah.
For me, that often solves problems with macOS and Python.
Mm.
So I would say actually, since we like have, half an hour,
Yep.
let's not do that. And
Yeah.
and um let's do this. Later on we can go to maybe we can go maybe here, and we can go to the Plasmo page,
Yeah.
and we can maybe post something in here, or maybe in discussions if anyone uses those. Yeah, people are using these, so that I would do that. Wait a few days. Um,
Yep.
I now
Yep.
we're not going to be able to get too far in the extension today, but
Yeah.
this has actually been really helpful for me though, because I see people having this. I've now seen two people having the same problem. Um,
Mm,
what what I thought we could do was um, we could just have you made any Chrome extensions before?
yeah, I tried with a lot of Google's in that sense example, right?
Yeah,
Chrome.history and all those
Google
things
Spark.
also. So yeah, I tried to grasp few of those. So those look basic, but does the work in that way. Uh,
Cool.
so yeah, tried out all of them.
Yeah, let's go with there. Do you have one that's working?
Yeah, I have one that's working. I have their whole whole like a repo in that way. I've
Cool.
downloaded their whole examples.
Can you just show me like what's the last or what's like the most advanced one that you got working from their repo? Because that's a pretty good repo.
Yeah, so they have a lot of API samples. Let me just share my screen and show it to you. My screen is not shared right now, right?
No, it's not. Yeah, you'll have to share it again.
All right. And again, so I started working on this A to Z.
Mm-hmm.
So this is also by Google itself. The whole like directories, side panel in that way. If I check my extensions, you'll see these top sites that these people have. Typed URL history is something that I tried.
How
Uh,
does it work?
this
Oh, cool.
so yeah, so they have few things that they have done that we can pick up. So this is the like most visited ones for me in that sense today. Uh, so they have this one called top sites. They have this one called type URL history. I don't think so. I have pinned it somewhere. Yeah, let's pin it.
It's okay if you don't
So
want to show everyone your history.
so it shows up the pin typed
Very,
in that sense, right?
very
A lot
brave.
of Google stuff, analytics stuff, the whole like marketing stuff in that way. But yeah, this gives a basic picture basically of things that I can do from the Chrome history API in that
Yeah,
way.
cool.
Yeah, so
Cool.
that's something that I tried out already.
Let's
Yeah.
let's just walk through the code. Um, let's just walk through the code to that one,
Okay.
to that last one. So then we have an idea what we can build on.
Okay. Let
This will
me.
be fine. This will be completely fine to build on this. It's just that it's probably not TypeScript, and it's probably will require us to do a lot of refreshing in Chrome.
Yeah,
That's
that might
all.
be the case.
Yeah.
A lot of things open up.
Sure.
Where is this? This is exactly this Chrome. Can I open it directly from here?
You can like drag it into VS Code in your doc, for example. You can do that. Like just take the folder and then yeah. I don't know if that would. Yeah, cool. Never did that.
Okay, these are the files that it has.
Yeah.
So this is the main pop-up file.
Yeah. Cool. Bread and butter HTML. Perfect. And then they have a popup.js.
That's it. Yeah, simple. Here is where the function has the like hour, day, week formatting and the
Mm.
time frames that they're doing here. There is one function, and then it is all Chrome's functionalities basically that they're
So this button
using.
clicked. Is that which button is that? That's
So
the
this is the
toolbar.
browsing data. This is the browsing data one. So this is basically if I go here, load up. So this
Yeah.
is the browsing data. This is one. This
Yeah.
one. So this is this one. Go back. Spin it to toolbar. So this is the one. This one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a different one.
Remove all browsing data. Okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah.
So you
It
have the
deletes all your browsing data from the past hour, from a
yeah.
week, all of those. Yeah.
So this is the popup.html, and then in there, there's another script that gets included from there, from the popup.html,
Yeah.
and that's
This is the
popup.js. Got it.
yeah.
And so that's just a regular
Yeah.
web. That's just a regular web.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a just a normal
This is just a normal
kind of
web page. And then if we look at manifest.json, then we see the only interesting part of this, which is of the only thing
oh
that makes it a Chrome extension, is the action default icon,
yeah.
default, and then the permissions, browsing data that allows like
Yeah.
to remove. So that's a really good start. What
Yes.
we
Do you want to use the browsing data or do you want to use the past like safe URL one? We can also try that out.
oh
Open up
either
that code.
I think it is the
Yeah.
same. I think it's the same because but you can let's have a
Okay.
like let's look at that one for a minute too just to see.
Yeah, because that is more from the user history point of view, right? Tabs. I have all hell lot of extensions out here now.
No, that's great.
Uh,
That's the exact same way that I learned too.
Reading this, privacy. Where's the history? Where's the history? Can you see history? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Code is
for
yeah.
anyone who's watching right now, there's this really great GitHub repository which I'll link to here, and that's like I don't know how many examples it has.
It has a lot. It has like
It has
10, 12 maybe
yeah maybe
minimum at least. Yeah.
20
More than
examples of Chrome extensions that you can just run right away through the Google Chrome extensions page. Cool. Let's look.
so this is the past history one. It gets visits and everything. So this is something that we want, right?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we can maybe incorporate that into what we're building.
Yeah.
So cool. Let me like share my screen for a couple of minutes, and
Yeah.
I'll sort of like conceptualize what we are about to build. Um,
Yeah.
what are the different components of this extension that we're going to make?
Mm,
What are the different
I
functions?
shared one with you, right? One diagram with you. I guess that can be handy right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
um, yeah, let me pull that up.
Yeah. That should be good enough, right? But that was
Uh,
very basic though.
um, um, okay, I got it here. Perfect. Yes. One sec. And here. Yeah, cool. So yeah, there will be some kind of settings
Mm-hmm.
where you put in your information. I forgot about this. Yeah, you put in your
Yeah.
info here, and then once that's done, it kind of gives you this report, right? Makes sense?
So it gives reports by the kind of data that you have provided based on the name, but I'm not sure about the full name. It can search based on that because people might, change the name. So we can do just a search by full name and just
Sure.
first name, I guess.
We could do some
Yeah.
kind of fuzzy search,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So we'll have the so this is sort of like a pop-up or maybe a separate page,
Yeah. It can also be a panel, side panel, just that also can.
side panel, right? So we'll have
Yeah.
some kind of window where people can put in the information they want to track,
Yeah.
and then it'll tell you which websites it's on. You'll get the threat report,
Yeah.
cool, with some categories for each site. That's awesome. And then here are some of the subcategories that we want to incorporate. Cool. Yeah. So that UI makes a ton of sense. And I was thinking what we could do is we could break down the functionality a bit more.
Okay.
So so all of that will sort of go into a hey Kumar. All of that will go into a UI pop-up sort of interface, and that will be like one component of the application. The other component, we have to have some. This is just basic JavaScript and HTML.
Yeah.
Then we have to have the part which actually interacts with the browser, and that's where things get quite interesting.
Mm.
So search past form entries. Now, we generally don't have we generally don't have access to that except maybe the if the user has autofill. So
Mm.
that's possible. But I don't think autofill, does autofill remember what website you entered? That's actually kind of interesting question.
But I guess Chrome dot that should show up in essence, right? Chrome dot history should like show up that data, give us that data, I guess.
What should?
Chrome dot history, that current call should give us that Chrome dot
Well,
history.
so you're asking if Chrome remembers
Got
all of the form entry that you've entered, right?
Yeah.
So I would generally say no, it doesn't do that automatically.
Mm.
Um, except except for this possible feature, which is autofill, and that's only for like specific things, I believe. So
Mm.
let me um, let me have a look at my own. Let me stop the screen sharing and then have a look at my own autofill in Chrome. Because
Yeah.
I'm not sharing your screen as well. So,
Mm.
and I just want to look at like, so it has saved my address.
Mm.
but it hasn't. It's only saving addresses. What I'm trying to get at is I don't think this functionality to save form data, to remember form data that's been entered, is built in Chrome. Um, I think we would have to add that in.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just wanted to show you something.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
Should I share your screen?
Wait, just a minute.
I will.
Uh, so what was trying? Okay. Am I sharing my screen? No, right? I am,
Yeah,
guys. Yeah.
I can share it for
Yeah.
you. I haven't.
Yeah.
I'll put it
Can you
on.
do it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay.
So you see this, right?
Yeah.
So here it's just save three things. It saves
Yeah.
your email, it saves your site, but it doesn't do it in that sense, you know. So we can get this data, of course, from Chrome if the person has done it.
So it saves passwords and then the usernames with those passwords. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a form data, right? So we could pick this form here, saying that this name, if I have like used throughout various of these platforms, all of this,
Oh.
then I can pick it up and say that 5 platforms I've used it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. I thought you were thinking of like name, like for example, my first name, for example. Or like I thought you were thinking I guess I thought maybe you were thinking of forms that weren't password related, but
Uh,
um like for example, let's say I sign up for a newsletter.
yeah,
Um
that also, yeah, those forms also we can actually take because if you know the form is not discrete and we get the in a sense ID, right? Somehow we see the kind of functionality that these people are doing, trying to push that in their base database, right? Uh,
yeah, so
Not good.
this like this passwords page, this password manager won't um it won't save if you've um here, let me hide this. It won't save um if you've signed up for a newsletter, right?
Yeah, that will do. That's
Um
the gap, basically. Yeah.
so yeah, but I'm trying to think if you do sign up for a newsletter, it does remember your email.
Mm. Like it's a kind of form only, right? But it doesn't have some more fields. It doesn't have the authentication or those things. It's just an email. Once you type on it, click on submit, it goes to the database of people, right?
Yeah, say that again.
So I was thinking all of those things are forms only, right? It's
Yeah.
in form of like sign up or like register or just like email or phone number that they pick up, it's gonna go to the base to a form link, right? Saying that this is a form ID or this is so if you can do it through a because this all are forms. That's one thing that we know, right? Now, how do we break down these forms and say, okay, this is a like sign up form, register form, this is a like newsletter form. That's the whole catch.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, we have two ways to sort of get this data. We can do what we were doing just now, which is we
Hmm.
can look back at what data Chrome has already saved, but it
Hmm.
won't save all of the form data. What we can also
Hmm.
do is we can, on every page that runs, we can run a JavaScript
Hmm.
and we can check if any forms are being submitted.
Hmm.
And then we can create our own secure database.
Hmm.
And then we can create our own secure database to do that, to store that data. So going forward.
Yeah, like going forward is something that we can put up that thing into solution into because past we can't control, but going forward, all form data we can capture that and say,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly, exactly. So, yeah, where do you think we should start?
I mean, you'll have to help out. Yeah, you just tell me how and where
Do you
should
think
I
we should
start.
start?
Yeah.
Do you think we should start by accessing like the
Past
um
history.
yeah.
Yeah, that's our data first sorted, right? If we get the data, we'll have some understanding. We can give some, in the sense, output to the person at least.
Question is,
Hmm.
oh, interesting. Um I don't yeah, I'm just looking up right now like if there's an easy way
Hmm.
to get that data that we were just looking at from an extension. Um we cannot access the passwords. But let me think. So here, I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna share something that I'm looking up. Like so, like can a Chrome extension access usernames in the password manager? Mm, I saw something just now that said
Hmm.
no. This is not a helpful response. This is
It keeps going on. I'm like, stop.
this is just sometimes it can be helpful for this, but
Yeah.
I just googled this and this is the first thing I saw. It said, however, an
Hmm.
extension can render an HTML form with the username and password and check if it has a value.
Hmm.
Okay, to see, but it sounds to me like I think it would be more interesting to
Hmm.
create a script
Hmm.
that checks if um,
A page as a form and someone is submitting it.
yeah, because then
Hmm.
we can access like so much information, right?
Yeah. And
So
that's also something that's helpful for the person, right? Because day in, day
yeah,
out, I'm thinking there's gonna be a lot of data that's gonna
yeah,
get
it's going to be
processed.
a ton of data if we do that. Also, yeah, as I mean, as long as we do it in a way that's secure ourselves.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah. We can't. Yeah. We'll have to be careful there.
let's just do something really quickly since we don't have like a ton of time left.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get an idea of like what we would be building. So first, I'm just gonna say generate an HTML form with username and password, and this could actually um, be any form. Actually, in GPT-4 is just slow. So this would be faster. So um, basically, I'll just take this and so imagine this is like the page, right? And what we want to do is have a script that watches. We can do two things. We can watch when data is entered in here, or we can watch when the form is submitted. I'd say for now, we would just watch when the form is submitted.
Yeah. That gives one click event or, on something like that.
Yeah. So what I'd want to do is for every form on the page, when it's submitted, console log the entire form data. So like add an event listener. And so I was meaning for it to do this as a separate script, but that's fine. So what this code, if it did what I wanted, and this would be very similar to the code that we would add in the extension. It would say every time that you load any page, it would create these listeners. And it's kind of crazy you can do this with Chrome extension, but
Yeah.
I think you cannot access the password data, I hope.
Yeah.
So, but what it would do is it adds an event listener. And in this case, it has prevent default. We actually don't want to do that because we want the form just to work. But but here, just as an example, like so, what should have happened just now is
So it should
that,
have given the form data, right?
yeah, exactly. And I think so with JS Fiddle, you need to do like command return and then it will update the code. So,
this works.
so that's like how we can basically, so this script alone, if we would just put this into a new JavaScript extension, that would already have access to all of the form data. It's very crazy, to all form data that the user is entering. Now that is something that we still have to test.
Yeah, and like how do we store it? How do we give the data back to the person, in that sense, user also, right? When he
right.
does that like query, search query.
But I think there's like a huge potential in this idea, because
I think it's
yeah,
a great help. I think, yeah, it's just a great help. People are not gonna do it very frequently, but if it keeps it a watch, at least I can get those thought feedback, in a month's time, at least I can go back and see the tool.
yeah, as long as we can do it in a way that's not like that doesn't compromise the user's data, so everything is like secure, then
Yeah.
it's really helpful for the user. So I'm just gonna put this code here, and then I'll call it watchform.js. But yeah, feel free to mess around with that. Let's put a support ticket for the Plasmo,
Plasmo, yeah.
and but until we hear any good news, let's just forget about Plasmo.
Yeah. But I
Unfortunately,
think this is good. Like we thought in the right direction. I didn't think about this, wherein we could just get the form data in that way. Now like it's just about storing the data. Because I was just thinking for a point, how could I get that form ID, and how could I access those data from a page? So I was going
right?
like way beyond. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this is more straightforward and simple.
yeah, exactly. You literally just watch every form,
Yeah.
and then we deal with it as it comes in.
Yeah. For Google, in that sense, extensions, how do you do the whole storage things? How do you get a database connected to like MongoDB? What do you prefer personally? Do you prefer
Oh,
MongoDB or do you prefer something else?
so I think that so I haven't uh I haven't done much of that, but I think that we will be using not MongoDB, but I think that it would be basically stored locally
Okay.
on a database that Chrome provides for us, similar to like local storage. So
Oh,
um, So Chrome extension. We'll have this API called Chrome.storage, and it's I think it's a NoSQL database. So it's basically storing JSON. But yeah, we can do. Let's do that next time.
Yeah, definitely. This sounds good. This sounds good, I guess, you know.
It's a fun project, and yeah, anyone who wants to try out this this extension that we're building, it's an extension that lets you know which websites your data might have been, which websites have you've entered certain types of data on, and provides a nice visualization of that. Yeah, just let us know, and we'll write a comment, and then we will be streaming building this again, so you can all try it.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go on to another stream in just a minute.
All right.
But yeah,
Thanks a lot for your time. Thanks a lot for your time, James. Yeah. Yeah.
This has been super fun. Let's do this again. I'm looking forward to seeing this project to fruition.
Yeah, pretty excited actually. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And this is the next stream here. So if people want to hop onto that one, you'll have to change to different page. But cool.
Cool.
All right.
Cheers, man.
Good night.
Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.